we have to split the operation into two, like LHS and RHS, to fit into that particular available machine. Otherwise, sometimes if you are getting any weld repair or modification in a local region, at that moment you have to use boundary to create a local program. And one more thing we are going to see is strategy to create operation with different depth of cut. Initially, if you are cutting some material with high depth of cut, and whenever it goes to the deeper region, at that moment you have to reduce depth of cut, so that vibration on the cutter will lead to mark on the workpiece. To avoid that one, we have to give different depth of cut according to the depth. So let us begin. So initially, before going to this actual boundary definition, in this boundary you have to go to this particular geometry, and you can see here there is a specified trim boundary. When you open this particular specified trim boundary, there are different selection method. If you are having any surface, within that surface only if you want to machine, at that moment you have to select this particular face. I will show you this first method. Suppose if my program is generating in outside region, or it is generating an outer program, this I don't want. I want only within the part boundary. So at that moment I can consider this selection method as face, and I can select this bottom face, so that it will consider the outer boundary, extreme outer boundary. Now side trims, if you keep inside, then it will generate outer program. Side trim means side ignore. So inside region if you want to ignore, then keep inside, then it will ignore the inside region and it will generate the outer program. This time we want cutter should run within the boundary, so that's why I want to ignore outer region. Select and generate again. You may observe the outer program will not get generated, only within that region operation is generated. This is how you have to use this particular option. This is one method of specifying the face. The other and my favorite is by specifying curve. So you can draw any kind of curve which is closed one. So within that, if you want to generate, then you can generate by specifying the limit. So to use that curve, you can use edges of the component, or you can create a sketch. You can create a sketch in geometry. You have to go geometry tab, go to the sketch, select the face on which you want to draw a sketch. This time I am considering rectangular shape to specify the boundary. If I take this boundary as boundary, you can take your own. Suppose if you want only this region to be machined, then make a rectangle in this particular region which covers your intentional cutting region. Say finish. Go to cavity mill again. Here I want to specify boundary. This time my selection method is curve. You can take points also if you are not having time to create a boundary. So I recommend most you have to use curves. It's a best practice. So while selecting, when I am clicking here, it is selecting only single curve because of this selection filter. Here I will change to connected curve. I will select this particular one. So it has taken completely. Started at one point and ended at, it is a closed one. So side trim, if I keep inside, then this region within this boundary will get ignored and other region will get machined. First we will keep inside. If I generate here, you may observe within that boundary it will not generate. Apart from that boundary it will generate, because in specified trim boundary we kept inside. In another word, if you want to machine only the region which includes that trim boundary, that within a single click you have to do. Suppose this is my one operation which is RHS. So I can give name as rename, like I can rename it to roughing RHS to recognize. If I same copy and paste to do LHS operation. So no need to go for 1 second creating a operation. Already it is generated, same strategy with the same cutter. If you are doing, then copy and paste. Go to this select specify trim boundary. Instead of inside, you take outside. Means outside region will be ignored and only within this boundary the operation will get generated. So no need to set all the things, only specify trim boundary. I changed from inside to outside. So this is a message. This is not an error. It is giving a message. Then say OK. And you can rename this one. Right click, rename, make it LHS. Copy if you want to remove this. So now this is RHS and LHS. Like this you can split by using a boundary. In this portion we can see here depth of cut is uniform. Whatever the depth of cut which I mentioned, like main, if I can see, I have specified 0.5 mm. So every time it is removing 0.5. If you come here, you can see the value of Z. When you come to here, you can see every time it is removing 0.5 material. Here also you can observe, or you can observe here as a 0.5. And also if you go to the cut levels, it is maintaining 0.5 everywhere for every region. Depth per cut. Here you can judge. Sometime whenever there is a tool length is long, that time your feed is indirectly proportional to the tool length. Whenever tool length increases, feed automatically you have to reduce. Otherwise you will get chatter mark due to vibration in a cutter. Otherwise the other method is to reduce depth of cut for depth region. Let us consider from this particular point to this particular point, 0.5 is okay for me. Then when it comes from this particular region to the bottom region, at that moment if I want 0.25, how I can do? So first I will, whatever the regions are there, that I will remove. I can define my own depth region. So this is my top level, automatically it has taken. This is my range, first range. Here I want to keep 0.5. Then next range I want to define. You can see by making this front view, this is my first region which I have selected. The second region, if you want to add a second region, then you have to click add new set. When you click that one, this will get added. Some people, what they will do, they won't click this add new, then again they will select this particular face. It will get modified. It will consider from this particular range to this particular range as a one region. Until and unless you press this add new set, you are not going to create one more region. So go for add new. So again it is showing the same, but I want this time up to this particular region. So this is my second region, you can see red region. This is my first region up to this surface, and this is my second region. In second region specifically I want to reduce my depth per cut. If you do here in maximum distance, so both the ranges it will change. I will show you. If I press 0.25 here, for this particular range it is 0.25. If you change here, instead of changing here, if you change here, like if I want to make 0.4, then you may observe 0.4. So before doing anything, it has given alarm. I said just okay. So here I want 0.5, make it 0.5. For this region I want 0.2, make it 0.2, then say enter. When you enter it, this will get updated. If it is not updating, then again you need to type the value, generate once again. If you say okay, then nothing will happen. You have to regenerate if you are changing anything. So now it is generating. You may see the progression. Parameters I have specified. And it is taking the value which I have specified. Like for first range it is 0.5 and second range 0.2. So when you see the front, it's a 0.5. Here also it's 0.5. It's a 0.2 over here. Now you see the Z value minus 0.2. Again I enter here minus 0.4, minus 0.8. So 0.2 mm everywhere it is removing from this particular phase to the depth. This is how you can increase your tool life, as well as to get a proper machining output. You have to do this method. One is specifying boundary, and another method is by specifying cut levels to avoid chatter mark on the part. Thank you.